Alright, welcome back to Star Wars Interworlds. We're probably just going to jump off by going through every ship in the game, I'd say. You can do that by going in here. Going to the starting ships. Start at the top. These loadouts are not going to be like perfect because it's always going to go for the best field and best weapons, not the ones that are going to suit the ship. Unless they're the only one available. Got our A-Wing. An Arc 170. It's always been in the mod. I'll leave the statistics up. B-Wing, been in the mod for ages. What I'll do is put everything on a high preset and leave it there for a few seconds. Beluga. The scout version. The Delta 7 has been in for a while. Get the new stuff eventually. Put your E-Wing. I believe that surface takes paint jobs. Ada 2. Also been in a while. Extremely nimble. Fun little fighter. Bang came in the last update. Also pretty good fighter. Dune Lizard has been in since the Mandalorians have got anything. The Hawk. I've never used it. I've never really used it. Gunboat light freighter. First thing you have the hyena. Love the detailing on the models. The Fhiachs, also added in the last patch. The fighter I never really used. Might change. Let's see. The Kimagila then. With that aesthetic that everyone loves. Alright, then we get into the first new fighter is the modified M1. And I just saw in Discord that they're going to update the yellow bits. Got the standard N1 then, of course. One of my favorites. Got the P-38. P-38B. Got extra guns on the front. Yeah, so we got the probe droid. Very useful early game if you're playing on good relations with the Empire. The R-41. So many fighters I haven't used. Of course, the Razor Crest. The Scourge. Been in a while. This is the post. The thing is not maneuverable at all, but it's just a tank. And then we have something I've been waiting for a long time. Supremacy Mark IV. like a defender, really. Slightly less guns. I will definitely be sticking a bunch of them onto a Harrower. Yes, the Sith are in the game. Not fully. They're in. Of course, we have the TIE Advanced. Again, like the Supremacy has 2,000 more shield than TIE Advanced. I don't even know what that update is. Right, the TIE Bomber is what it is, TIE Bomber. Of all the TIEs. Standard fighter with that 900 shield. Cheap and cheerful. The Brute, of course, with the 360-degree turret. I haven't used it much, but that's really interesting, especially if you're running away from something. Yep. The Defender, go-to late game fighter, really. It is one of the best fighters in my eyes. What do we have? The Mining Guild TIE. Again, similar, just cheap and cheerful. Got the Vanguard, which is the upgraded one. Triple the shield. And then the Fury. I believe only the Order use this. Just ported in from the standalone mod. Of course, we have the Interceptor. Again, one of my favorites to fly. Got the Royal Guard Interceptor. The Phantom. Again, never used the Phantom. Echelon. Heavily armed shuttle. I love that aesthetic. Nice interior too. Right, Tri-Droid. Similar enough to the TIE Fighter in that respect. Low shielding, even cheerful. The ultimate cheapness here. A massive Ultra Droids is very dangerous because they have missiles. That missile rack makes them very dangerous. Anyway, we've got our Blue Wing X-Wing. Got Red Wing. I need to look at those stats again myself, but I like the layout of those engines. The intakes. And then we start on the whole raft of Y-Wings. Six different Y-Wings. The Republic. The standard and the turrets now work as turrets. Kind of huge. Of course, the old Y-Wing with all of its armor. We've got the long probe. Yeah. The long probe, then you got the Z95. Lone Wars variant, I think. is what it is. Scout ship. You got the quad jumper miner, and then I believe you got the quad jumper tug. Yeah. This is your salvage ship. And then you got the Sheetapede. A cool little ship. Where's your TIE shuttle? And then the U-wing. And I haven't used the U-wing much at all. That's all the smalls that the player can use. And then the new ones are the modified N1. There was... Where's it gone? Let me see. That's all that's new in the fighters. We want the mediums, we start with the AEG. High preset. Decent little Corvette. Number of forward-facing weapons as well, which is always nice when you're in control of it. CR70. I've always liked that model for some reason. You got the different variants of the CR90. Yeah, I'm going to leave all of them up for a few seconds and skip on through. The AS has the forward mounted weapons on the side instead of the docking ports. Just in case you want to fly it yourself and actually do direct damage. And then you've got the B variant. What's the difference between the B and the A? A little bit more hull. Okay. Onto your customs Corvette for the Mandalorians. Crusader Corvette, I mean. This is the customs Corvette. That's Toby's version. Yeah. That's a nasty little Corvette if you're in a fighter. Best of luck going one-on-one with them. And then you have the Defender. Again, something I haven't really used. There's a forward-firing weapon there. Ornian Gunship came in the last patch. A lot of people know this ship. A few people know this one too. You do have your seismic charge launcher. You want to get that twang. And I believe those turrets have a 180-degree firing arc. Down the bottom, I'm not 100% sure on that though. I need to check. The Gunboat variant. Hard to see the turrets with the glare from the white hull, but yeah. There's another one of the new gunships. Brilliant GS80. I believe that has a nice interior as well. Nine forward-facing weapons. 4 launchers. Not bad. Not bad at all. We have a couple of versions of the Kazanti. With the Lancer Pursuit Craft. Very fat Y-wing. You got the sleek Raider Corvette, of course. Very much a fan. And on the other side, of course, the Hammerhead. Very good ship for player control. Hey, Coruscant, how you doing? Got the Action 4 miners. We're taking a look at the Star Wars update that dropped last night. Just gonna go through the ships and go fly around for a bit. I'll probably do the Xenon tomorrow. I'm a little fatigued from meds and stuff. Yeah, we got a couple of Action 4s, then we got the Berea. I love this style of industrial ship for the Empire. I'm really hoping the large one comes in. We got the 2 versions of that. Mining version of the Gazanti. The Mandalorian miner. Stathis. You got the transporter version of the AEG. There's a few weapons on it. It's not bad. How many factions? I'll get onto the factions in a bit, because there's sub-factions and everything. We'll start up a custom start. I'll have the whole map up so that we can have a look at it. Should get into that. Bulk freighter. Interior of that might get an update because people are actually flying it. I don't know, maybe. I've seen that in the Discord. And then we're back onto the CR70 with the consular version. And of course we got the shuttle. The Fortitude when it's not crashing into the Jedi Temple. Oh, interesting that the landing gear showed up there. Oh. Keenan rigger. Standard Gallifrey transports. I'm going to see a lot of them flying around. Of course, the armed Gazanti cruiser. Then another transport variant. This will go up on YouTube later on, and pause and see whatever you need to see. Very sleek Nubian. Is that new? Don't remember seeing that there. Okay. Classic Lambda. Also actually a fun ship to fly. A little bit sluggish, but not too bad. The SETI. You got the transport version of the Stathis. Got the Theta. Really like the look of that one. Pretty similar to the Lambda in most respects. Of course, you've got the Ghost with the VCX 100. And then the YT. I'm sure there'll be more variants of the YT coming later on, but not for the moment. The YV transport, light transports, and then the new ZH-40. Kind of a cool looking ship. I like it. That is the mediums. So, large. Got the Acclimator 2 Destroyer. 900,000 shield, 690 hull. Decent weapon loadout. The Arc 10. Good little ship, in fairness. Good little ship. Everyone knows the 546 from the Mandalorian. Pretty solid ship, actually. Works really well in the mod. Unless it comes up against, you know, a proper capital. Dreadnought is what the Dreadnought does. Get your Katana fleet ready. Got the Enforcer. Very strong cruiser. Destroyer. Get long range on there, you can get the shorter range weapons on it. This is your sniper, the Geonosian frigate. Get some nice long range guns on those. Hard sell. God, it's a terrible ship. With only 400,000 shields, if you see it compared to the rest, it's, yeah. You have one of these in your own territory and you want to stop people getting away, it's just awesome. Alright, Imperial Light Cruiser. Pretty similar to the Arc 10. Is what it is. MC40A. And then the B is, of course, the torpedo cruiser. 2 heavy proton torpedo launchers. 1,000,000 shields. And Nebulon B then, of course. I like using the Nebulon B. It's pretty reliable in what it does. Again, squishy, but reliable. Great for anti-fighter. Couple of variants of that. Which you have the C then. And onto the Neutron Star Cruiser. You'll end up destroying a lot of these in different variations. Delta 2. The Praetorian, the Mandalorians. Another ship I've never really used. I don't know, I don't like it. Quasar. I like using the Quasar. Either that or the Victory 2. Another new ship here with the Terminus. Large turrets on the bottom there. And then, of course, the Valor that was in the last patch. Pretty damn strong ship. All those medium turrets. It's, you know, one of those older ships that has a lot of medium turrets. Not as many large. We got the Victory 2. With its 4 missile launchers. Has that been buffed? Because it's always been squishy. I'm just wondering, has that been buffed? I need to have a look at that. Then we have the Vindicator. That's right, the Vindicator has a hangar. Then you're on to the Neutron Star Cruiser Builder. Standard enough. You have your AA-9s. Easy to capture. Good miners once you got them. A few defensive turrets. You've got a couple of variations of the hard sulfur mining as well. About all I'd use that hull for. The Heraclon was added also in the last patch. You do want to be careful attacking one of these in a fighter because it does have a missile launcher as well. That was a surprise to me the first time. Then this is kind of a kit bash. I guess it's just easier to do that to get the mechanics working. I think it still fits into the universe, no problem. And of course, you got the transport variant of the acclimator. The iconic landing ship freighter of the Trade Federation. And the Class 4 bulk version of the Praetorian. And another hard cell. The TH1 actually, yeah, I want to look at that. Another Neutron Star, the freighter version of the Pelta. Let's pop that up for the stats. Again, this will always use like the best of anything that will fit on it. Not exactly what they're going to have in the game when you face them. Take that in mind. I like this. Then of course we have the greater version of the Valor. Not much else to that. On to the big stuff. The Harrower. Beautiful ship. Lots and lots and lots of turrets. It looks also like it has more options here for the turrets. Of course, we have the Imperial 1. Slightly more anti-fighter oriented than the 2. Well, pretty good range on the main batteries. Higher rate of fire, but there aren't many ships that can stand up to the octuple batteries. Also has more shielding, of course. And the Inquisitor. I don't know the lore difference between the Inquisitor and the Harrower, so I'm not going to try and comment on that. There's way more hull and slightly better shielding. Also looks nice in the dark. Dab is here. Beast of a ship. Doesn't quite have the hull or shield of an ISD. But it's great damage output, especially with the mass drivers. Just punch through shields. And of course we have the looser Hulk. Over 4 million hull and 4 million shield. Carry a few fighters too. MC-75 Star Cruiser. Nice ship. course, we have the Mc80 Carrier variant. You can see the difference then with the ISD having about 2 million hull, 2.3 million shields, and then that's the variant there that the Moncal just has the better shields, obviously. Yeah, then we have Home 1. With all the weapons. Is a beast. And we have the battleship variant of the Liberty, with no hangars. It'll still dock a few ships there, I believe. If I remember correctly. The Reef Home one. So the Reef Home. Magnificent. Can be really strong. Can be really strong. In numbers, it's crazy. And the Procursator, long-range artillery at the front here. It's weird. Why did it not? Ooh, that's an issue. Hopefully that's just an issue for here. Bring that up with the lads. Providence. Very strong capital. Very good carrier. Launched so many fighters at one time. Makes it really good for fast strikes. And of course we have turrets on there. Venator. A couple different variants of this now as well. What is that? That clone era and then Hut? Could be wrong with that. Straight away, the Hut version is more hull, more shield. Is interesting. Then you have the standard variant. Don't worry about the purple. I'm gonna show up with purple here. And there's the harbor. The droid control ship variant, which is the auxiliary for the Commerce Guild and the Trade Union. And then the Moncal auxiliary as well. And then the freighter, the Lizard Hulk. Still packs a lot of weaponry, but obviously it's spread out over a large area. You see there are turrets along here. Right, and that is all the ships. We're going to get into the Mark IV. Put it on high preset. Hair around in that. $11,000 shields, which is kind of nuts. do that. I think we're good there. It's going to be our ship. Universe. Known sectors. All of them. All of them. Do that, we'll leave it. So, factions. There are a number of factions. The Anuit Federation, the Banking Clan, Babab Merchant Fleet, the Black Sun, Bounty Hunters Guild. As far as I'm aware, there's a little bit of a bug with the Bounty Hunters Guild, where their missions are not popping up once you go to their representative. But hopefully that gets sorted. Early Engineering, Corporate Sector Authority, Galactic Empire, Apes Consortium, which I don't believe are finished yet. Kessel Rising, Hut Cartel, the Hut Pirates, Imperial Ascendancy, Incom, Independent Commerce Guild, Camino, Kuat Drives, Mandalorian Death Watch, Mandalorian Raiders, Mining Guild, Mont Calamari Shipyards, Naboo Royal Authority, New Republic, Rebel Alliance, Rendalee Drive Yards, Sinar Fleet Systems, Sith Empire, everyone hate them for some reason. Tag Corporation, Trade Federation, Transgalmag, Twin Suns, Unknown Threat, Valerian Syndicate, and the Yuzang Vong. We don't really need any property. Give ourselves money. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff in the game. Blueprints I'm looking for, it is